Hi, Jeremy Cordeaux in the Court of Public Opinion. I'm just on air here to let you know that we'll be live streaming the Court of Public Opinion every Friday between 9 o'clock and 12 on jeremycordeaux.com. Please join us. We'd love to have you.
It's The In Show, Australia's only show dedicated to innovation from Adelaide, Australia, and across the globe.
It's David Grice and Troy Sincock. We're talking innovation on The In Show podcast, and you can subscribe to our new feed in Apple Podcasts to keep listening to The In Show. Just resubscribe to The In Show with the coloured logo. If you don't do that, you're going to miss out on us. And if you started subscribing to the coloured logo, well, you're going to be with us for life because we've just moved to the Ozcast platform.
Absolutely. So don't go away. We're going to keep continuing to give you as much innovation and inspiration as we possibly can.
Now, talking of inspiration, what's some extraordinary words that we get from the people that we speak to on The In Show, and today's no different.
This one is about advice, and I love Wendy Perry from Workforce Blueprint because what she's doing around managing and maintaining and helping companies develop the workforce of the future is absolutely phenomenal. And this is all about how employers need to ensure their strategies are relevant in the face of all this continuous change.
Well, they definitely need to keep that eye on externally, like where things are moving and what are some of the changes. But the best thing that I think employers can do is ask their workforce. Like, I have people say to me, what's the latest thing on retaining your workforce? I'm like, well, ask your workforce what it is, rather than think there's some magic thing. And there's a lot of surveys, done about why people leave. Usually it's because of the next person, up the ranks sort of thing, the manager, supervisor. It's not as much usually about salary and these sorts of things. In different sectors, like say, for example, aged care, community services, health, disability, that's much more of a values-based proposition usually for people. So is there a match there? But the best thing is to literally get your workforce involved in helping you design any retention or performance strategies and get them to feed into your workforce plan as well.
That's Wendy Perry from Workforce Blueprint. You're on the In Show podcast with David Grice and Troy Sincock. And on our next podcast, you're going to hear a whole lot of amazing content that, David, you captured from Austin, Texas and South by Southwest Festival.
Yeah, indeed. I was absolutely blown away by what goes on over there. And in fact, my head is still throbbing with information that I just don't know how to digest. There was just that much. And it's almost overwhelming when you go there because, you've got something like 3,000 different speaking things that are going on there that, how do you know which ones that is going to be relevant to what you want to find out about? It's incredible to see.
And you've been there a few times and the growth appears to be massive in terms of, the people converging on Austin. Did you notice any difference today, or are you just did you notice any difference this year, or did you see the growth, or is it just there's so much going on it always feels busy from, 24/7?
Yeah, it definitely does. I mean, it's one of those things where every single bar, every single cafe, every single club, every single building that's been abandoned for the year comes alive for that 1 week or the 2 weeks and then turns around and becomes empty again. I mean, there's this place called the British Embassy, which is where all of the music from Britain, if you want to go and see anything that came out of the UK, you go to the British Embassy because that's where all their bands play. Now, that's an abandoned building that normally stays empty for the whole year. And it comes alive just for South by Southwest. They paint it, they give it a fresh coat of paint every year, and you go in, you listen to some great music, and then a week later it's gone.
We'll find out what happened when David visited Austin, Texas on the next In Show podcast.
The In Show, Inspiration. Subscribe to the In Show podcast on iTunes. A Dave and the Beanstalk production.
Hi, Jeremy Cordeaux in the Court of Public Opinion. I'm just on air here to let you know that we'll be live streaming the Court of Public Opinion every Friday between 9 o'clock and 12 on jeremycordeaux.com. Please join us. We'd love to have you.